Another wasted evening surrounded by fools draped in gaudy fabric. Truly, this is what I work so hard for. Babysitting. And speak of the devil themselves. Finally done basking in the adoration of your court, I see. Shouldn't you be mingling with your adoring subjects instead of hovering over me? Oh, don't tell me you're worried about me. Spare me the sentiment, your majesty. I'm perfectly fine. Or as fine as one under these circumstances. It's not like you intended for me to twist my ankles when I had to pull you out of the path of that collapsing archway during the siege. That's why we're celebrating you, after all, isn't it? I still don't understand how you managed to get yourself into that mess. A demon lord, toppled by debris, utterly embarrassing. What do you want? Surely you didn't leave the fawning of your beloved fans just to come bother me. No, I haven't eaten. The idea of having to interact with any other advisors is hardly appetizing. It's enough to put me off any amount of hunger I have. Fine. I'll get something in a moment. Does that please you enough, your majesty? Don't look at me like that. I'm not some fragile being that needs tending to. I've had worse injuries before, and you know it. There is no need to worry about the safety of the other guests. I've prepared a barrier spell to reinforce the throne room. If another attack comes, we won't need to rely on brute strength. No, it's not a complaint about your methods, just an observation. Strategy is important, and while your power is unmatched, it's my job to keep you alive long enough to use it. Don't flatter yourself. If you die, I'll be stuck cleaning up your mess, and that's a headache I'd rather avoid. Don't let it get to your head. It'll be a cold day in hell if anything happens to you. I'm serious. Your recklessness during the siege was infuriating. Do you have any idea of how close that collapsing archway came to crushing you? If I hadn't acted when I did... I can't protect you if you keep throwing yourself into danger without a second thought. Relax, my. It seems the ruler of our noble kingdom doesn't know all their subjects. I'm your advisor, not one of those simpering fools fluttering around you like moths drawn to a flame. I don't get the luxury of relaxing. While they're sipping wine and exchanging pleasantries, I'm the one ensuring this kingdom doesn't collapse under its own weight. Every spell, every strategy, every sleepless night, it's all for your sake. So forgive me if I'm a bit high-strung. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't start with your sentimental nonsense. I don't need your pity like some child. I'm your advisor, and nothing more. That's all our relationship is. More than an advisor? Do you really mean that? No, don't answer that. I don't need you feeding me mouthfuls of empty platitudes to make me feel better. I know my place. It's right here, at your side, ensuring you don't burn everything to the ground, including yourself. Endearing, huh? I think you've spent too much time with those other peasants if you're starting to spout nonsense like that. Enjoy myself? At a ball like this? Surrounded by posturing fools who wouldn't know real magic if it hit them in the face? Hardly my idea of a good time. Yes, I'm a joyless workaholic. Thank you for the observation, Your Majesty. Now, if you're quite finished, I'd like to sit here in peace for a moment before someone else decides to pester me. You're persistent, I'll give you that. Most demons would have had the sense to leave me alone by now. I'd said I'd get food, didn't I? Or is the great ruler of the kingdom suddenly deaf? I swear, If you didn't insist on dragging me to these events, I'd have a half a mind to... No, never mind. Fine. I'd have half a mind to disappear for a while. Somewhere quiet. Somewhere far away from all this. But that is a luxury I don't have, isn't it? Not when you're constantly throwing yourself into the fire expecting me to pull you out every time. Someone has to keep you safe. Don't start. I'm not here to coddle you or stroke your ego. You can save that for your adoring fans. I said I'm fine. Won't you leave me be for once? I apologize. I didn't mean to snap at you. It's just the stress of my current predicament, combined with the possibility of us being attacked while we're at our most vulnerable, it's getting to me. Excuse me? Dance with you? You must be joking. Do I look like someone who enjoys prancing around a ballroom for entertainment? I'd rather not be the laughingstock of the kingdom. Need I remind you, I'm a mage, not a jester. You can't be serious. Look at me. I'm hardly in the condition to... Hey, wait, I can't... You're insufferable. You know that? Fine. One dance, but if you step on my foot, I'm hexing you. You're such a child sometimes. Stop looking at me like that. I said stop, you're making it worse. I told you this was a bad idea, my leg. You're impossible, but thank you for... Forget I said anything. What is it? You look like you're about to say something foolish. You're an idiot. An idiot for saying something so... Don't say things you can't take back, or may regret one day. Truth? How can you be so sure of something like that? Words are as meaningful as the person who speaks them. Though in your case, it differs between me acknowledging it and having to bite my own tongue to restrain a response. And just because I didn't appear to be displeased doesn't mean I'm not. And simply tolerating your nonsense, as always. After all, despite your treatment of me as your equal, I am nothing more than your advisor, a servant. If you will, I see nothing worth the attention you give me. It's been a long time since I've been forced into such frivolities. Before this kingdom, before the wars, before you. Don't read too much into it. Those days are irrelevant now. Another lifetime I've lived, just like this one will be. Drop it. There's no use in dredging up the past. It won't change anything. If that's your attempt at flattery, it's as lackluster as the wine I managed to consume earlier. You're hopeless, truly. I'm fine. You don't need to coddle me like a fragile thing. You said something earlier about giving up your kingdom. I don't deserve such loyalty. You're a fool to place so much faith in me. You truly are insufferable. Though, I've long since grown used to that, haven't I? And still I stay. Enough of this. Let's just get through the rest of the night without any unnecessary events, and perhaps if you behave, you can have one more dance with me.